As you listen to these words, as you feel the meaning behind them sinking in, you might begin to notice something, a shift, a change, a new way of seeing things. Because isn't it fascinating how the mind, when given the right suggestions, the right stories, the right realizations, begins to adapt, to evolve, to reshape itself effortlessly? You've been worrying, haven't you? You've been caught in that loop, overthinking, analysing, doubting. And yet you know deep inside, the worry is like sitting in a rocking chair, giving you something to do, but taking you nowhere. So why not let that go? Why not step into something lighter, freer? Because the truth is, it'll all work out in the end, won't it? And you might begin to wonder, if it all works out in the end, then what's the point of stress? What's the point of clinging to fear? When really, every challenge is just an opportunity, and the more you're tested, the stronger you become. Like fire forging steel, like pressure creating diamonds. You don't get weaker, you get sharper, more refined, more unstoppable. And rejection, that's a funny thing, isn't it? Because the more you're rejected, the less it matters. The quicker you bounce back, the more playful you become. What if rejection was never about you? What if it's just life's way of redirecting you to something even better? And if you knew that, really knew that, wouldn't you welcome it? Wouldn't you smile at every no, knowing a better yes is just around the corner? And there's something else you're starting to realise now, something powerful. You've been taking life so seriously, haven't you? So serious, so careful, so concerned with getting everything just right. But what if the secret, the real secret, is play? Because the more you play, the more fun you have, the more you let go, the easier it all becomes, the lighter you feel, the more things flow. Because life is like a river, isn't it? And people, some drift with you, some swim against you, and some simply float away. And isn't that a beautiful thing? Because the ones who stay, the ones who are there when the water gets rough, those are the ones who matter. And the ones who leave, well, they were never meant to be there in the first place, were they? And as you see it now, can't you? How negativity, judgment, criticism, it's never about you. It's a mirror, reflecting someone else's world, someone else's fears. And if you stop taking it personally, if you stop carrying a weight that was never yours to hold, you become lighter, freer, unstoppable. And that's the thing, isn't it? You're capable of more than you ever imagined. And the moment you truly commit 100% all in, everything becomes easier. Like stepping into a wave and letting it carry you forward. Doubt is just wasted energy. And you don't need that anymore, do you? Because the more you play, the more fun you have. The more you let go, the more life rewards you. The universe loves momentum, and momentum starts the moment you do. Not in the thinking, but in the doing, in the trying, the failing, the learning, the growing. Because every failure is just another step forward, isn't it? Every mistake just another piece of the puzzle. And the sooner you take that step, the sooner you embrace the fall, the rise, the journey, the sooner you realise you've been ready all along. And as you hear these words, as you notice them flowing in and around your mind, wrapping around your thoughts, dissolving resistance, you might begin to wonder, has something shifted? Has something deep inside already begun to unlock? Because it is interesting how the right words at the right time, in just the right way, can create an effortless transformation. And as you sit there, as you breathe, as you let this moment unfold, you realise the change has already begun. And what a relief that is, isn't it? To know you don't have to force it, because trying too hard was never the way. You see, the more you push, the more you resist, the more you chase, the more it all stays just out of reach. But the moment you let go, the moment you allow, the moment you surrender to the flow, everything falls into place, as if by magic, as if it was always meant to be this way. Because it will all work out in the end, It always does, doesn't it? So think back just for a moment to all the times you worried, all the times you thought it was all falling apart, and yet here you are, stronger, wiser, lighter. Because sometimes what looks like a challenge is just a doorway to something greater, a hidden gift, a disguised opportunity. And now you see it, don't you? How every test has made you more resilient. How every rejection has only ever been redirection. And rejection, that's a funny thing, isn't it? Because what if rejection was never really rejection at all? What if it was simply the world's way of saying, not this one, something better? And knowing that now, truly feeling it, doesn't it make everything easier? Doesn't it make every no feel lighter? Because the faster you're rejected, the faster you're free. Free to move forward. Free to find what's truly meant for you. Free to play, to experiment, to enjoy the process. Because maybe that's the real secret. Play. Life isn't meant to be so serious. You spend so much time thinking, analysing, worrying. But what if the answer has always been simpler? What if the answer is laughter, movement, trying, failing, trying again? Not as a struggle, but as a game. Because the more you play, the better you get. The more you let go, the easier it flows. The more fun you have, the more success finds you. Effortlessly, naturally, inevitably. And people, some come, some go. And that's okay. Because the ones who stay, the ones who weather the storm with you, they're the real ones. The ones who leave, the ones who judge, who disappear, at the first sign of trouble, they were never meant to stay. And isn't that a gift? Isn't it freeing to know the right people reveal themselves through time? The people who truly matter, they're the ones who remain when things aren't perfect. And suddenly you realise the ones who leave were never a loss. They were just making space for the people who truly belong. And maybe now you understand negativity, judgment, criticism. They were never about you. They were reflections, projections, mirrors showing you what someone else carries inside them. And if that's true, if other people's words, opinions, energy have never truly belonged to you, then why hold on to them? Why let them weigh you down when they were never yours to carry? Because the lighter you become, the easier everything flows. And flowing is not what life is all about. And you're capable of so much more than you think. Because the moment you fully commit 100%, all in, everything shifts. You've felt it before, haven't you? That moment when doubt disappears, when hesitation fades, when everything just clicks. And knowing that, feeling that, you realise that doubt was never real. It's just an illusion, a habit, a pattern. And patterns can be broken, rewired, replaced. And now, in this moment, the rewiring, it's already begun. And it's funny, isn't it? At the moment you stop overthinking, the moment you stop waiting, the moment you simply start, everything changes. Because you learn more from doing than you could ever from thinking. You learn more from failing than you ever could from avoiding. And the sooner you try, the sooner you learn. The sooner you fall, the sooner you rise. The sooner you let go, the sooner you grow. And maybe now, as these words settle deep inside, you feel something new taking root. A shift, a lightness, a quiet certainty that no matter what happens, you are already on the right path. That every step, every experience, every challenge has only ever been leading you here. And from this moment on, everything gets easier. Everything flows because you've already changed. The choice has already been made. The shift has already happened. And all that's left to do is enjoy the journey.